working? Is it on?
Can't tell. We'll soon find out. Oh.
Hello and welcome, dear viewer. Right. We're having a slight technical thing. No, they can see you. So, look, in the bottom corner here, James, that's what the viewer can see.
Oh, right. Oh,
So
why can't we see that?
Well, I don't...
According to this, 8 people.
There we are. Right.
Oh.
So,
hello, everyone.
and welcome to this week's Let's Talk Trek. Now, first and foremost, she's done it again now. First and foremost, I need to issue an apology for last week's show because I was unable to attend. So, sorry I couldn't make it last week.
Wait, who was that then?
Who was what?
Who was that?
I
Who was that drunk bloke who looked a lot like...
I just wasn't able to attend, unfortunately. So, yeah, sorry about that. We see and hear... Right, so, first of all, let's say hello to everyone that's watching the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Gary, how you doing, buddy?
Good evening, Gary.
What ho, Christoph, how you
Good
doing?
evening, Christoph.
The lovely Vicky. Hello,
Hi,
Vicky.
Vicky.
Hi.
Thank you for the sound check earlier.
Thank you for the sandwiches. Mark Cotton, what ho, Mark, how you doing?
How's he doing?
And Wmoo,
Woomoo.
alliteration, big chef.
Chief.
So normally I get
Chief.
called little chef. So.
Do you have one of those big hats?
I do. I serve Astro burgers.
Do you know that the bigger the hat, the higher ranking you are?
What, in the chef world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, have you got a 6 foot tall hat? You're top chef.
Or do you hide things in it? Like
Yeah.
another chef?
Or a bottle of whiskey.
Or a really little chef? So, we're here this week to talk about Star Trek.
Good idea.
Now, we normally start the show on Booze Reviewz for Use.
No, we don't anymore. We've cancelled it.
We've cancelled that because James has run out of cocktails. But we are drinking this week Taparoo Valley because it's still on offer. And
Thatcher's Haze, delicious cider.
because it's felt very much like summer. I really do hope that everyone's enjoying their Easter bank holiday.
It's been lovely.
It's been the weather in the United Kingdom has been, I don't know what it's been like in the north, but the weather here has been absolutely outstanding. It's been a lovely weekend, and I always think of episodes of Ricer when the weather suddenly turns nice. And what's your favourite Rician episode?
Ooh, it'd be the one where Dax wears the swimsuit.
Oh yes, and Worf goes all socialist.
Worf's a bit of a grouch.
He's not into he doesn't get into the red coat spirit, does he? He's not.
No, he tries to sabotage the weather net or something.
He's not really into the whole Ponty. He doesn't buy into the Pontins mentality, sadly.
He's not down in the bingo hall going 2 little ducks, whack, 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 number 22.
No, he's not. He certainly did not participate in any conga line that I saw. I like the Enterprise Ricer episode where Tucker and Malcolm get stitched up by a pair of con men and tied together in their boxer shorts. I hope I'm not imagining. Did that happen?
That did happen.
Okay, I'm glad about that. That could have been a bad dream or a good dream. But
They spend their holiday basically as hostages, yes.
Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. That was good. And of course, Captain's Holiday. Yes. What a classic, where he knocks out the Ferengi with one, tosses the phaser from one hand, just literally with a jab. Not even a right hook, just a jab, just straight knocks him out.
And of course, he's wearing the particular swimming outfit.
Is he?
Patrick Stewart wears an astonishing outfit.
Oh, the sparkly Speedos.
Yes.
Sparkly Speedos, yes. Not quite as good as Terry Farrell's.
No, it's not as easy on the eye, I'll give you that, but it is amusing.
He wore them well. I should cosplay that at the next...
you totally should.
I think I
Ask
should.
for Jamaharon.
I'm not sure I could shave the beard off, though. That's the only thing. But yes, so I hope everyone's enjoying their bank holiday weekend. The weather's been beautiful.
There's been an episode of Star Trek to watch.
2 days and 2 nights is the entrance. Is it? Oh, that's the one where the Malcolm and Tuck were tied together in their underwear. I'm glad that wasn't something I imagined. Lovely.
Ah, Carol's turned up.
What ho, Carol? How are you, my lovely?
Hope you're feeling well.
So we are here to talk about Star Trek. There has been an episode of Star Trek. It aired on Friday, and it was Star Trek Picard. Everyone put your hand up if you saw and enjoyed the show. Fantastic. And we will move on to that, but we've got a couple of features we've got to do first. First of all, Carl's not here, so...
I didn't bring my flat cap to be Carl.
I don't have a spare.
Oh. Have you got a whippet?
We've got a flat cat. You can put that on your head.
Okay, right. Roll the trailer. Hey up, viewer, it's me, Carl, with flat cap.
It's Took Carl.
No, he's not the Carl, is he?
It's me, the Carl. That's how you say
It's
it.
me, Carl,
There you go.
from North, and I'm going to show you a collectible. This evening's collectible is this. Can you hold it close to the camera?
Yeah. Forgive my
Get this
friend,
one.
he has Tyrannosaurus-itis with his arms. Can't quite reach. So there
Look at that. Now, what we have there... Oh, look at that. That, dear viewer, is the Chromium Edition Riker's Beard lapel pin. Now, we produced...
And it's never been opened.
We produced 5 different varieties of lapel pin.
It's never been licked.
Now it's worth double. There was the red, the gold, and the teal for the command, science, and
Never been
engineering
worn.
divisions. And then for those who invested in all 3 of those, I was prepared to allow the much more limited edition chromium plate Riker's Beard pin. So that was the 4th pin, very exclusive, very rare. And the only thing rarer than the chromium Riker's Beard lapel pin was the golden Riker's Beard lapel pin, of which only, 25, I think,
I've
were made.
got one.
You've got one.
I've got one,
There's a handful. I think Marina Sirtis has one.
Marina Sirtis has one, yeah.
I think
I've
God
seen
has
that.
one.
Yeah, God has one.
But very, very few people have the gold Riker's Beard badge, and it's not for sale.
No,
But
these were...
this one would have cost you, oh gosh, what are we selling for? About 500 English pennies each, I think, per badge. And yes, now because they're no longer in production, priceless, utterly priceless.
There were a run of lapel badges that James did to fund building the sets that we take out for charity purposes. So, because what we did was fundraising, essentially, well, for various charities that we did. We'd like to talk about our work for charity, but as
We
most
don't like to talk about our work for charity. No.
but most Star Trek fan clubs always have a charitable base, and we did as well. And pioneered by James, and the only way really that you can raise funds is by asking for donations. So people donated. In return, we gave them these wonderful badges that James had. Am I right in saying friend of the show Darren designed the badge?
No, I think it was friend of the show Raya who did the original logo.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
Darren has certainly done work on. So on your microphone, you see the sticker there. I think Darren did the logo there.
Yeah, that's that.
But it's got the
All right.
banding around it. It's the text around it. I think Darren did. But yes, it was a joint effort. Efforts freely given, and yes, a collectible that funded, in this case, the building of the shuttlecraft, which I've done some work on today, as it happens.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I've been working on the engines today.
Oh, fantastic. Marvellous.
So I'll be doing some assembly tomorrow. That'll be fun. But there you have it, dear viewer. This week's collectible, the Riker's Beard Chromium Edition pin.
There's something extra behind you up there if you want to. I don't think you've ever seen it in the flesh.
Oh. Look at that. Now that is something very special, isn't it?
Never been opened. It's never been opened. This is the Mail on Freighter Gold Edition. Never been opened, never been released.
Including by Eagle Moss, who said that it had been a while since it was in production when we asked them about it.
They did. They said they didn't quite. We asked them what paint they used. And they didn't know because they'd never seen it before. It was quite funny. But anyway, we digress. Back onto Star Trek, and I think we probably should get our features done before. Oh, yes, well, do you know, I loved the first set of pins I got my hands on as well, Paul. I still remember them. Yeah.
What do you mean you still remember them? What's happened to them?
I remember the first time I got my hands on a set of pins. I was 12.
Yes, all right, okay. Not the Riker's beard pins. Something completely different.
Completely different. Right, so we'll do another feature quickly before we talk about Picard, because that will take us the rest of the show. So let's run the job, Madhu. What's this one? Oh, yes.
Yes, dear viewer. Yes, this week's clip that I've sourced from the interweb. Just roll VT. It needs no introduction.
So we're going to have a game here. This is a bit like the generation game. There's going to be some items that roll off. And if anyone gets the fourth item, could you please put it in the comments? Because we can't work out what the fourth item is.
Yes, you're going to see passing before a character on the screen a number of items.
The fourth item, please put in the comments what it is. If you can guess it, then you win the never opened, worn, or licked pin.
McDonald's. For you parents who don't speak Klingonese, he's saying, people of Earth, unite and bring your kids to McDonald's for a Star Trek meal. That's a regular hamburger, fries, soft drink, a McDonald's and cookie sampler, and a Star Trek prize. Oh, yes, 5 different boxes based on Star Trek the Motion Picture. Action scenes, jokes, games. He says, take it from a father who knows. His kids love him. McDonald's Star Trek meal available for your kids now.
I'm speechless. Did you ever, when Star Trek the Motion Picture was released, did you ever go to McDonald's? Did you get the Happy Meal? Was it served to you by Klingon? Did you get the Star Trek prize? I noticed they didn't show what the prizes were.
No, what could it have been?
No, who knows? And did anyone get what that fourth item was? We had a hamburger, drink, fries, and... So no one's even had a guess in the comments, which must mean they need to see it again.
All right, roll VT.
McDonald's. For you parents who don't speak Klingonese, he's saying, people of Earth, unite and bring your kids to McDonald's for a Star Trek meal. That's a regular hamburger, fries, soft drink, a McDonald's and cookie sampler, and a Star Trek prize. Oh, yes, 5 different boxes based on Star Trek the Motion Picture.
So, our best guess so far is a cookie sampler. Well, could someone tell me what a cookie sampler is then? At McDonald's, what's a cookie sampler? Is that someone you get to
sample of a cookie?
Someone you get to lick your cookie first to make sure it's not poisoned? I mean,
I suppose that'd be a very Klingon thing, wouldn't it? Because assassination is a way to promotion in the Klingon Empire.
Yes, but not like poison.
Well, 3 of you think it's the cookie sampler.
Cookie. Lots of little... I'm going with Gary's guess here. Gary, you've won the pin.
A half-eaten cookie.
Half-eaten cookie. Yeah, half-eaten by a Klingon. Yeah. I think the studio audience has clearly shown that they're a lot more knowledgeable about McDonald's than we are, which comes as a surprise to me.
I've been to McDonald's. I don't remember them serving cookies, but I could be wrong. Has anyone who's ever been to McDonald's ever had the Filet-O-Fish? Out of interest. I've never ever seen anyone order that.
You go in there and you're like...
They have to chip it out the freezer at the back.
You should go in there and order like a fillet of fish, like a bag of carrot sticks, and a decaffeinated...
And could I have a Star Trek meal cookie sampler, please?
Star Trek meal cookie sampler. Let's see what they come out with. That. Why not? Right, so
Well, that's this evening's wish clip.
Now we've got to talk about Picard for half an hour.
Ah, splendid. Have we got a Picard trailer?
Oh wow! Hang on, I'm not even going to read this. I'm going to put this up.
Oh, it's a lengthy quote from Katie.
Let me read it out in the style of the Guitar King. No, I'll tell you what a cookie. I'll tell you what a cookie sampler is. That bitch Carol Baskin. I'll tell you what a cookie sampler is. Something they effing need to bring back. I've never seen their cookie sampler, and now I want one. I'm not sure the fact that I just smoked. Take it down. Dan's going to shoot himself. Thank you for your input
Katie,
there,
don't admit
Katie.
to criminal offences online.
Thank you, Katie, for that. Refreshing. I really should have read that before I put it up there. And I hope your glaucoma feels better soon. Mark Cottam says, yes, very nice.
What is, Mark?
Well, the fillet of fish, that's what you asked.
Oh, the fillet of fish, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the only person in the Christendom who's ever ordered it. Speaking of Christendom, I missed the Pope's address this morning. I'm going to have to go home and watch that later.
He got all...
No, you're thinking the Archbishop of Canterbury. He doesn't count. It's Il Papa who you want to listen to.
Are they not the same person?
No.
Okay. Google tells me it's a packet of cookies. Well,
perhaps we should commission a packet.
Well,
the present Mrs. Dillon's very good at baking. She can make some cookies.
Carol's
Star Trek themed cookies.
Carol's clearly a cheater. No more taking part in any of our competitions. In fact, saying that, should we run a quick competition?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's run a quick. So, who wants to play Choose Your Choose?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, for members of the studio audience that haven't played before, it's quite simple. Or we're going to play a clip. All you have to do is figure out if the person in the clip is going to...
Can we have that clip at the end of the show? That was so much fun.
Which one?
The 18 one.
Yeah, okay. But for now, we're going to play Choose Your Choose. We're going to play you a clip. All you have to do is guess if the person in the clip is going to get the question right or is going to get the question wrong. And we're going to play this one.
So, Captain Jack, we have a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Which is best, Star Wars or Star Trek?
I've not actually seen them.
So there we are. That's it. So in the comments, let's see who. Thanks for the link, Vicky. I've always liked Trek. Well, I think that's
what.
Yeah. Well,
that's a new viewer.
It's a new viewer.
That's
Judith.
two of you then.
Judith, if you could tell us, please, where you're from and what your favourite episode of Star Trek is, we'd love to hear from you.
And then we'll tell you why you're wrong.
Christoph said wrong, so he's right. Katie said right, so she's wrong. Too much of the old. Gary said neither. No, he was wrong. Sorry, Gary.
No, he was right. He was right because the Captain Jack hadn't seen either.
So he was wrong.
Well, no, but he didn't have a preference, so Gary's right.
We might have to ask the man upstairs. Wumu, yes. I think we're going to give him right for that one. He got that one right. Yeah, he got that right.
Is that what you actually look like, W. Moo?
Mark Cottam said right, so he's wrong. Northeast.
Oh, that's where she's from. Right.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Voyager's Year of Hell. Brilliant two-partner. You're not wrong there.
Do you know what? Year of Hell, I think should have been the Voyager film. I think it should have been, could have been. I've forgotten the name of the actor from RoboCop that's in it as the protagonist.
It's not Peter Weller, is it?
No, it's the guy who plays that guy. But he was the protagonist and he was superb. He was so good as it. And
it finishes, doesn't it, when Bobby Ewing wakes up in the shower?
No idea what you're talking about there. But yeah, I think it's an episode that they could and should make into a film. Because it wouldn't interfere with canon, because at the end of it, it all gets straightened out.
Hands up for a Voyager film?
I think Voyager film.
Voyager film.
It's got to be a Voyager film. So normally, when I tell people they're wrong, I think Voyager's Year of Hell. Yeah, I'll give you that one, Judith. It's superb. It's certainly one of my favourites.
You have chosen
Wisely. Yeah, no, you were wrong, Paul. Hands up. No, that's not the right answer either.
No, that was for the Voyager film.
Oh, was it? Okay. Yes, Judith, you're quite right. I do apologise. And yes, Paul, you're quite right. No, we're at a hockey game.
Oh, I see that. Right. Okay.
Do you?
That's a mascot. That's a blood
Oh,
donation
God, that's
mascot.
completely missing the context.
Right.
No, we
Context is very important.
Sorry, we don't want
As is punctuation.
We do not want a Voyager film because we were at a hockey game, and that's my two boys with the blood donation. The initial plan was to make Year of Hell a whole season, and they decided it too dark. Though, yeah, I mean, I think that's something. I mean, God, I can break the mold here and talk about Star Trek a bit, but I've always liked about, and I think it's been unfairly criticised where people think that Voyager was made too light and bubbly and it should have been a bit darker because they were a ship stranded away from home.
No chance of resupply of a hostile section of the galaxy, yes.
There should have been a lot more sort of gritty sort of aspects to it. And I've always liked the fact that they didn't. I like the fact that they upheld the values of the Federation and they upheld the values of Star Trek by keeping it a light-hearted show most of the time. It didn't go too dark.
The only thing that they could have done significantly better, in my humble opinion, is that Voyager, could have shown some damage, both internally and externally at times, to reflect the fact that it was getting beaten up on the journey home, and they couldn't always repair everything and make it look pristine. But that's a minor thing.
Again, though, if it looked like it had been, if it looked like it had a rough night, most, I mean, which really realistically it would have done, wouldn't it? Because they couldn't get resupplied, they couldn't space dock and get the panels polished.
Well, exactly. So the fact it always looked like it was fresh out of space dock.
But that was the point. It was not just promoting the values of the Federation still. It was promoting the values of Star Trek still by looking nice and clean. You never saw a cobweb, did you?
No, that's true.
It was always very clean, very tidy. Uniform was always pressed.
I mean, they may have lost the CMO and the entire medical staff in the first episode, but they didn't lose the cleaner or the chap who pressed the uniforms.
Well, I think we found out now, aren't they little robots that they have in Discovery?
We're not talking about Discovery.
Yeah, but when I thought the little robots were meant to have been around for a while.
They replicate the uniforms, don't they, in Voyager? Although, again, you'd say that's fairly energy-intensive, replicating uniforms.
You wouldn't iron a uniform. You would just put a wrinkled one into the replicator and ask for a freshly pressed one.
Yes. Wouldn't that blow your mind?
Not sure I could...
I think how you could travel light, as you never had to carry anything with you.
I'm not sure I could live with that. Did you guys get a contact high or something?
That's true. That's exactly the way that, cannabis that she was using travels over the internet.
Over the internet, yes. Sorry for the record typos. I'm way too tired. If you're using an Apple Mac, Christoph, you can blame that. That's what I do at work.
If you've been to Munich or Rotterdam or Amsterdam or Rome.
Anywhere at home.
See, I thought that was fun.
I thought that was very good fun. Well done, James.
That was a musical reference.
I understood that reference. That's why they done episode Nightingale that shows them stopping on a planet to replace warm nacelles. You don't want cold nacelles.
No, everybody wants a warm nacelle.
I mean, I once sat on a grading floor at a karate tournament and I got very cold nacelles, and I blame that on my defeat. Too late. Too late. No Mac, Linux also. No, not smoking anything, even in... Oh, of course, smoking... the wacky wokey hole is legal there. That's allowed, is it not? I believe so.
Yes, it's positively encouraged.
I think sure. I think that you can have it there for your glaucoma. Sure, I wonder if my mate from the Netherlands, Dick from Devon Duvets, is watching. If you
Dick
are,
from Devon Duvets.
He's a great guy. He's lovely. He's awesome. Get yourself onto devonduvets.com. Order yourself a duvet from Dick. They're amazing. They really are.
Dick, the Devon Duvet's dude.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Alan.
Well, hello, Alan. How you doing, buddy?
Nice hat.
It's nice to see you.
Oh, Linda's appeared as well.
Linda's
Hello.
appeared as well. Oh, they've all joined just as we were about to start actually taking the show
just we're
seriously.
getting serious
just as
at
we're
this
getting
point.
serious and have to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah.
Although we have been talking about a fair amount of Star Trek. So we're going to, I think we'll lead off. Do you know, I think we always just go straight in with what we think of the week's Picard. I think we should lead with the audience. I mean, I'd like
Yes,
to...
let's have your comments on this week's Picard.
Let's have some comments. I mean, if you could keep it short, say to 5 words, thereabouts, a 5-word review of this week's Picard. I mean, an honest one. Dan's not here, so we will post anything. So, yeah, if the audience would like to lead us, and then we can discuss, because normally we just... Yeah, I think so.
Can you find air on a G-string so I can do my review?
Air on a G-string.
Yeah.
I don't understand that reference. Your cigars.
It's a musical reference.
Okay.
If you look up the piece of music, that's what I need.
Is this what you want me to play?
Yeah, I need that.
Air on a G-string.
Oh, haunting.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's not what you think it is.
No? Okay. Oh, it's
This word is not the word.
Oh, it's bark. Okay.
Yes. Barnaby bark.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to play that.
No, just
I can't just play
find
that.
a YouTube clip of it.
Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. No, I'm not going to be able to play that.
One or two, right? Oh, Too Little Jurati, redress. Yeah. I mean, while you're doing that, Judith has said she hasn't seen season 2. What are you doing, Judith?
This is an advert. This isn't what we want.
No, skip past that.
I haven't got premium. Hang on.
That's how you review Picard.
The mild Picard. Right, okay, so let's see what we've got. Linda is busy haunting someone.
I think that's her review of this week's Picard.
Haven't seen season 2 yet. Yeah, okay. Too Little Jurati, RE dress. Right, yes. So...
Oh, the red dress.
Jurati in the red dress.
Neo, were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
My drunk doppelganger last week, I believe, covered this in much detail. So I think, yes, you're right there, Alan. Also hot because Rios is in it. Okay.
I mean, Santiago Cabrera, the actor, he's very versatile, but he is very popular with the ladies.
Yes. Okay.
It's because he's scruffy. I mean, it's that thing where ladies like men with scruffy hair. I don't get it.
I don't understand why ladies
I don't like a neatly trimmed militaristic beard. They like a scruffy beard.
I don't know why women like men with hair. It's beyond me.
I mean, I like a short back and sides.
I think it's
a haircut designed for action, not poncing about in.
But yes, Rios is very popular. So, I mean, so the takeaway basically we've had so far has been eye candy. It's been more about what I mean. It's and Carol's put Gaius Baltar. Yes, so this is what got me excited.
Do you mean the actor James Callis?
Yes, the actor James Callis, who's not Alexander Siddig.
Why would you think he is Alexander Siddig?
He sounds a lot like him. He looks a lot like him.
What? Because he's British.
And he looks like him.
No, he doesn't.
Does?
No, he doesn't.
He's got a chilled chin. Anyway, so have you seen the picture that on Trekkie's Guide they put up today next to each other? They look like the same.
I'll have a look.
The same. Anyway, he was very good in it. But I think that there wasn't a lot. I mean, James and I were talking about this before the show. when you had a very long story arc going through a season, you've got to really bring up the forerunner, and that was Deep Space Nine. And they couldn't do the war every week, so every now and again they had to dip into other storylines to fill it a bit. And so you didn't get bored of the war, so you wanted more war.
Let's get back to that lovely war.
Exactly. And Picard has felt to me like it's been treading water a little bit too long. We always knew these bizarre scenes were going to come back involving his mother, and it was going to be a bit huggy and emotional. This week, again, felt like a bit of filler to me, but only because of the high standard of the episodes that have preceded it.
Yes, I mean, I would still rate it above any episode of, say, Discovery.
Oh, Roberto! We've got another new viewer from Tijuana. G'day, mate. Fantastic to have you on board. If you could please tell us your favourite Star Trek franchise, episode and actor. We'd love to hear from you.
Also, why not tell us what's in your medicine bundle?
Yes.
We used to do that. We used to do the medicine bundle. We should bring that back.
We had guests come on with their own medicine bundle. Do you remember? We had
when you are far from the bones of your ancestors.
We had Star Trek filmmaker Gary O'Brien come on, and he made his own medicine bundle to show us. That was amazing.
Yes,
he really did it. What was in it? Did they have like a can of Coke and some pots?
A bottle of whiskey, some fine cigars.
7. Is that what she's rating the episode, or that she was?
Is that 7 of 9? Is 7 wasn't particularly prominent.
She's been benched for like 7's been benched for the last 3 episodes. She's done nothing, has she? Really?
Oh, it's been Orla Brady. It's been all about Orla Brady, hasn't it?
I mean,
by the way, Orla Brady, and I checked this, is 61 years old, and God, she looks good for him.
This is the Irish Romulan.
The Irish Romulan.
How old is she?
61.
So she could get you a discount at most restaurants.
I'm going to have to double check that, because I looked at that
one.
If
she get a discount?
She looks fantastic.
Well, how old's Jerry Ryan now?
Hang on, I'm looking at Orla Brady first.
No, you can't look on Tinder.
Orla Brady, 61. Right. Jerry Ryan, that's the name, isn't it?
Yeah. Why don't you just look on your contacts list?
Because it doesn't have a date of birth. Jerry Ryan's only 54.
Okay, well, I mean, I think...
No.
What?
No. Would you like to know who her first husband was?
No. No, it's not me, is it?
Jerry Ryan's first husband was Jack Ryan from The Hunt for Red October.
Alec Baldwin.
That's actually Jack Ryan.
Oh, not Alec Baldwin.
No, not Alec Baldwin.
Okay, well,
Jack Ryan, the CIA analyst.
I think the fact that we're all talking about the level of hotness of the male and female characters, their ages, and James searching them on Tinder, basically means not a lot happened this episode. But there was a bit of plot progression, because we now have, and we saw the return of Guinan giving it the a Q, and we discovered that she can summon a Q by,
except she can't,
getting a bottle.
Was it the bottle from I Dream of Jeannie?
I don't know what was going on with that, if I'm honest with you. But it finished with Picard getting arrested now by the feds.
Did it? Do you know what? I literally fell asleep. I was so tired. I'm going to have to watch it again tonight. Even then, I rated it as 12 out of 10.
It was so good, James fell asleep. It wasn't a filler at all, I promise you, dear viewer. Go and watch Picard. Yes, so it would seem that yet again our intrepid time travellers have fallen foul of their time periods judicial system.
Play the spoiler thing. We need the spoiler warning.
What spoiler warning?
Yeah, the spoiler trailer thing.
Oh, yeah. We're about to talk about Picard, so if you haven't seen it,
there it is.
Switch off now. There we go. There.
Mm.
And now everyone's okay now.
That's a relief.
There's something else that we're supposed to do.
It was this.
No, there's something else.
Are you from outer space?
Normally you read something out, don't you?
That's your line.
No, hang on.
No, you're thinking of the legal disclaimer.
Yeah, what is that? Is this it?
We could just...
No, hang on.
Do we need that?
Are we supposed to do it?
Not well. It's not a legal requirement.
Is it not? Why does Dan do it every week?
Oh, he's overexcited about disclaimers.
Okay. Anyway, you were feeding me a line. Sorry.
Are you from outer space?
No, I'm from Margate. I only work in outer space.
What a fantastic callback to the voyage home that was, eh?
I think Santiago Cabrera really is the highlight of Picard. He's got that Riker quality. He's just got that charisma, and I think he swaggers slightly better. I think he's got a bit more swagger than Riker.
And when he's wandering around with a cigar, he looks in his element, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he's stealing the show. We've talked about this before. Are we fairly certain he's going to get his own Stargazer series?
Come on, they haven't built all those sets of the Stargazer and done all that work on designing the ship and had people do all the CGI and the models to have it in one episode. It's the same way that when they did all the Enterprise sets, we knew at that point, didn't we, in Discovery, that Strange New Worlds or some spin-off was inevitable.
I think you may well be right.
I mean, if Picard's only going to run for three seasons, and we know they've wrapped on it.
Yes, Katie, please switch off now.
Yeah, don't come on a Star Trek show and assume that we're not going to talk about Star Trek.
Switch off now. Okay. 3 female characters over 50. I love it. I think that's the name of a website, Linda, so be careful. Not that I've been on that website. No,
I'd hope not.
No.
Jack Ryan, the politician. Is he not the same one who's in the hunt for Red October?
Yeah, so he'd become in the Ryan-verse as the author.
Does he become president or something?
Yeah, he does in the Ryan-verse. Yeah, he eventually becomes president. Yeah, that's what happens. So yeah, he's
just an analyst.
No, hang on a minute. No, piece of work is something Americans that's a bad work is a bad thing. No, piece of work is a bad thing.
Well, the fact that he's divorced from Jerry Ryan shows that everything you need to know.
Oh, he divorced Jerry Ryan?
Well, they're no longer married.
I assumed he was dead. I mean, that's the only way I'd give her up. Okay, well, yeah. Sad to hear that if he was... I'm fairly certain a piece of work is a bad thing, so correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah. So, back on to this week's Picard. I mean, James, please continue where you left off there.
I can't remember what happened. Someone give me a reminder.
Just right over my fell asleep as well.
Oh, that was the whole stuff with the analyst, wasn't there? And that's where James Callis comes in wearing a sort of slightly Nemesis Star uniform, which isn't a Nemesis Star uniform with the... Yeah, that's where I got a bit lost.
That's also where
he's out of time, and I don't understand it. And did it turn out to be Picard's dad who was his analyst?
I think so, yeah. And there was like an angry butterfly.
There was an angry butterfly.
Wasn't there something coming for them that was like a butterfly?
Oh, is it the butterfly effect? Because if you look at the Picard set, there are butterflies subtly hidden all over the place.
There was something going on with them, yeah.
But it's not a DS9 uniform because it's got the coloured yoke, but it's grey, and it hasn't got the quilted bits, so it doesn't fit.
Do you know, I would drop this microphone, but it's expensive, so I won't. Jerry's first husband was a politician, and he lost to Barack Obama in some Illinois election after some scandal, some of which Jerry left him for. Okay, yeah.
But just to be clear, he's not the chap who worked out Captain Ramius's scheme to defect from the Soviet Union with the missile boat Red October. He's a different Jack
No,
Ryan.
nor was he the Jack Ryan that went to South America with Willem Dafoe to rescue some Black Ops CIA operatives.
And then got into that nasty business with all the cars being shot at with rocket launchers.
Yes, he's also not the Jack Ryan that saved the Prince of Wales, I believe, from a carjacking from some terrorists as well. He's also not that Jack Ryan.
Different Jack Ryan. Okay,
completely different Jack
that's
Ryan.
noted. Well, I think we've got that now.
Yep. Okay. I think we should move off from Jack Ryan now. Linda, she read it was a double D9, but guess not.
DS9, I think she means.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we are. So yes, we're all excited, aren't we, for Strange New Worlds?
Oh, less than a month to go.
Is it less? So are we?
5th of May, I think it is.
So is Picard going to finish?
We've only got 3 more episodes
Yeah.
of Picard.
My understanding was it was going to finish and then pick up straight afterwards. Is that right? Are we going to have?
I think that's right. Yeah, we run straight into. I mean, what you have is essentially the sort of tentpole series that's going on at any given time running. So you've got Discovery, Picard, Strange New Worlds, and you've got sort of Prodigy and Lower Decks sort of running in the background as not to do them down, but the B side, I think.
So who would like me to titillate them?
Oh, go on.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. This is your captain? Our mission. To chart the stars. Push the boundaries of what is known. And what is possible.
I'm standing on the surface of a comet.
I love this job.
These people, this crew, I believe we can do anything.
You wanted to seek out new life. Go where the aliens are.
Your presence is blasphemy.
Let's talk about this. Find some
I think that went well.
Perhaps we should kiss.
That seems logical.
Maybe we don't touch anything else. Just a suggestion.
The whole future hangs in the balance.
No one can know the future. One can only follow one's instincts.
You're the best of Starfleet. Our ability to work together, that's our greatest strength. Let's show them what you got.
I mean, if that,
Hmm.
if that doesn't have you excited, I really don't know.
Let's talk about Anson Mount's quiff.
Something about Mary, yes. Well, for some reason, his high right after he beams down, it reminds me a lot of highs I've done in the past as well. There's this one time I fell out of a hedge. I don't know. So Linda got snubbed by the SNW cast at Mission Chicago. Well, that's
Do you want us to sort them out, Linda?
Yes, I've got Anson Mount's DNA. I'm not scared to get it again. The Uhuru character, Celia, is
Uhuru, don't they make glue?
Amazing. She stole the power. Yep.
Where did she take it?
So when is Paramount Plus coming? Well, this is the jobby, and I'll weigh in a little bit here with some techno babble, and say that I hope it's not too soon, because for some reason they're having bandwidth limitations on the European servers, the same as Disney Plus are, which means if you are paying for Disney Plus in the United Kingdom and indeed the rest of Europe, you're not getting the same content, as in the same quality as America. So we've got Disney Plus over here, but we can't watch anything in 4K, which is a bummer when you're paying the full amount that everyone else is. The Paramount Plus are having the same problem, whereby they're not finding partners to do decent service in Europe, mainland Europe, to do it. So they're waiting to launch it so they can launch it properly rather than half-assed like Disney did. And for that, I applaud them. And also, I think everyone in Europe should refuse to sign up to Paramount Plus until they do a HD remaster of DS9. So there we are. It's a petition that I just started. Please do sort them out. Well, next time we see Anson Mount, which will probably be in September.
We'll almost certainly see Anson then. Yes.
Yeah. When we're with Anson,
when we're interviewing him,
we'll screenshot this and we'll say that you're on the list.
Why did you upset our friend Linda
Milado? Yeah.
We want a word with you, perhaps behind the bins.
Well, I'll hold him down. James will get a banana.
Speaking of which, yes, do give us a thumbs up or a heart emoji or the blowjob face or whatever it is.
If you could give us that, I mean, anyone who's watching the show, even if you haven't liked it, if you could like it. It's basically what people...
If you don't like our content, why are you here? But if you have constructive suggestions, by all means tell us.
All these other streamers always just say, can you please give us a like and a thumbs up? And they never say anything, it's like, even if you don't like it, please do it. if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you'd totally British. Really
you've been here, you've listened to this for 48 minutes. Yes, press one of the buttons.
So we're going to do a new feature now.
Oh.
Yeah. We don't have a sting for it yet, so we're going to use an old one, which I like.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
One of these buttons is not like
So we're going to say you can ask the panel now. So we often ask our viewers for input, and
both of you.
Our viewers make the show. And the wonderful things you say give us things to talk about. So if you've got anything you'd like to ask us, and literally the name of the feature was going to be Ask Us Anything. If you'd like some advice, if you'd like to know what our favourite Star Trek shows are, if you'd like to know anything about us or our views on Star Trek or the world in general, or you need some help with everyday problems, then please ask us. We'll ping your comment up on the screen and James will answer it.
We're very good at dealing with mildew.
Yeah, I've got some top tips for mildew. Don't want to give too much away, but it involves steam. But yeah, anything you'd like to ask us, please just ping it over. Getting back to some Star Trek now, because we've only got 10 minutes left.
Oh, yes.
So we've got 3 episodes left of Picard. Who is the Borg Queen?
Oh, it's going to be Alison Jurati. Alison Pill's character, Agnes Jurati.
You see, I thought that fitted.
Oh, all right, then it's going to be Rios.
I thought that fitted because of the height of the Borg Queen. She seemed not to be as empoweringly tall as you would think a Borg Queen be. And I thought, in previous incarnations of the Borg Queen, we've always had a booby sort of bodice.
Yes.
And after seeing Jurati in that red dress, I think if it had been her, I think we'd have had a cutaway kind of...
Well, perhaps they didn't want to give it away.
I'm not sure.
After all, we normally see the Queen's head, don't we? We don't see just a load of what appear to be cogs.
Oh, we've got our first question in here for asking the hosts.
Beer or Foster's isn't really beer, so...
Well, no, it is. It's cooking lager.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we are. So your answer there is No,
Beer.
Foster's isn't beer, is it?
No. So
It's beer. Specifically, we quite like Gad's number 5.
or Gad's Sea Cider.
Oh yes,
Or Gad's
Sea Cider.
She sells seashells.
Yeah, or Gad's number 3. I mean, Gad's in general, really, we quite like.
Right, next.
Richard, I'm not sure we've seen you on the show before, Richard.
Bring money.
Nice to see you. Going to Excel destination site. Any advice? Great for you. Okay, if you're not, find us. Find anyone. If you see anyone wearing this, the Riker's beard lapel, or you see us, let's be honest, probably at the bar.
Definitely.
Please don't be scared, Richard, to come over, and especially if you're going on your own, don't be scared to come over and just say hello if you want a bit of company. These events are wonderful, and they're experienced best in groups of people who love and share the same culture. And it can be a bit nerve-wracking, like approaching people you know that before and stuff. So if you see any of us, please do come over and say hello. Got to be completely honest with you. Last year, it was a little bit more awkward for that because of face masks and COVID and stuff.
Not in the bar, it wasn't.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we got to meet Christoph and a few. I mean, I saw in a dim, I didn't recognise him without his mask on because he's always got his pick. But it was a bit more awkward, and I feel bad about that. I wish we'd got a chance to spend more time with people. But please do come and find us. If you see us, grab us, say, "Hey, love your show," or if you don't like the show, just walk past. But please,
and don't forget to petition the people who run our destination to have us on stage doing more panels.
But please, Richard, do find us. Do make. And if you can't find us, honestly, just speak to anyone. Just say hi to people, and because these events, generally, I'd say to be honest with you, are full of people who want to make friends and want to socialise, but sometimes might find it a bit difficult.
Sign aboard the good ship Riker's Beard. There's plenty of people in there.
Come and say hello. That's my best advice I would give you.
42.
What is the answer? Yeah, 42. Yeah. Find us, join. Absolutely, Alan. Exactly right.
Not a question.
Tea.
No, stop. Coffee at 9 and 11. Tea at 3.
Yeah, okay. Really have tea that late in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's the essential pick-me-up.
That's why I go to bed at like 9 and you go to bed at like 1 a.m.
Yes, because I've just logged off and stopped working. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas at 3 o'clock I have a peppermint tea.
Yeah.
And then I So I mean I still have tea at 3. So
there you go.
Yeah. Smashing, Richard. Look forward to meeting you.
Good stuff.
Well, unless someone's got anything else they'd like to ask us, we are running short on time now. We've not got... Oh, hang on.
That's a lengthy question, right?
Yes, so I'll ask you to read this out, James.
Okay. Should I do it in a comical accent like on Eurotrash?
In Northern.
I went to my first Star Trek con in Birmingham and wanted to go to the London one, but couldn't because of me health. I'm really hoping to go this year, as there is plenty of access, as I use a wheelchair.
Well,
it's not a question, but if you need help at WMU and you're there, just come and find us and we will help you out. Whatever you need.
Whatever you need. So, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be looking for it, but I don't recall it being... Oh, yes, there was.
Well, the Excel's relatively easy, isn't it? 'Cause it's all one level.
It was. I do remember at Birmingham, there were... there was a door to the side, and there was quite a few people having trouble to access. So that's a shame.
I don't remember there being any steps to get in. Do you?
At
the front of the Excel,
that's the thing. You don't. It's the kind of thing. If you're not in a wheelchair, you're not going to notice. But there were quite a few people having difficulty with it. So
there must be a lift somewhere.
Yeah.
But, yes, once within, I think you're relatively okay. But yeah.
But yes, any trouble at the Excel whatsoever, please do give us a shout, chap. We're glad to come and give you any assistance. 6 or half a dozen?
6.
Yeah, I'd say 6.
Because you don't want to get confused with baker's dozens.
No.
And of course, I'm a fan of efficiency, and saying 6 rather than half a dozen saves time.
Yeah. There are lots of tip videos for first-time con goers. Also find Facebook group Destination Star Trek fans, or the better one, which is Riker's Beard. You can go there. P.S. The Trekkie girls, at least one of which is in the stream, have made some convention
It's
recommendation videos.
And their stuff is always entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, the Trekkie
More so than
girls,
us.
They're your first stop shop for everything, because they're just wonderful, the Trekkie girls. If you ever want to seek out positivity and wellness anywhere in your life.
I mean, they're the Harrods of Star Trek blogging, whereas we're more the sort of Aldi.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go and find us in the middle aisle.
Yeah, where you'll find the MIG welder and the wetsuit.
Yeah, the scuba diving suit. I've got one. Scuba diving suit. Just in case. Tom Paris.
Tom Paris every time. Orlando Bloom or Anaheim Bloom?
Who's Anaheim Bloom?
I don't know. Just made it up.
Well, I've got Orlando Bloom's from Canterbury.
I was invited to a house party at his house once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Los Angeles. But
I was invited to a house party. He did a pantomime in Canterbury, Lord of the Rings, and it's just, it's not what I can say there. Fair enough.
Well, to hell with you then, Alan.
Yeah. Go and get your stuff with English labels on. You guys. Right, okay, well, we've got 3 minutes left. Should we do our song?
Yes, let's do the song.
Okay, right.
And then the 18 clip.
Should we do the 18 clip first? What is it? I can't remember. What is this?
It's a wish clip, but it's 3.5 minutes long and it's brilliant. Where's it gone?
Is it? Oh, no, not that one. No, bugger that. Right. Well, we're not going to play that.
No, you've got the wrong piece of music.
We're going to try this one.
Okay.
We like to finish on a song. Can't be too loud. So if you could try and... Okay, right.
Here we go then. Apologies in advance, dear viewer. One for each other and all for one. The three brave amigos, 2 brave amigos are we.
Brother to brother and everyone, a brave amigo. Wherever they need us, our destinies lead us. Amigos, we're always together. And wherever we go, we're 2 brave amigos, and we'll be amigos forever. We are the 3 amigos. We are the 2 amigos. We are the 2 amigos. And amigos forever we'll be.
Over the mountains, across the plains, the 2 brave amigos are we.
You're welcome. Well,
that was magical. If you'd like to see us banned for that, please do let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for the organisers of Destination Star Trek to book us for our main stage show. We've no idea why they haven't yet. We'll soon find out why. This has been Let's Talk Trek. As always, dear viewer, you have been amazing. James, you were fantastic. Alan...
Oh, Gary said he's right out.
I mean...
A plethora? This word, I don't mean it what I think you think it means.
Well, here we have a plethora of cats.
Yes.
It is a sweater!
Thank you, Carol.
We hope you're talking about his musical. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Really sorry that Dan and Carl couldn't be here this evening. You were sorely missed, guys. And if you're watching this now, I mean, it's fair to say that we're sorry.
No, it's not.
Goodbye, everybody.
We're not sorry at all. Good night, everyone.
Look after yourselves.
Play the 18 video. Go on, stick it on. Everyone's gone anyway. We'll just enjoy it.
Which one is it?
Scroll up, we'll find it. There it is. Look.
Oh, God.
So cool. Harmless.